Got a couple what the fuck stories here. First one's from the College Fix. Cal State professor. White people shouldn't ask to come to the Juneteenth cookout. If you don't happen to know, Juneteenth is a celebration of the last remaining slaves were freed on that day. It's kind of come into prominence a bit more in the past couple of years because wokeness and all that stuff. But anyway, here's her quote, or her tweet, I guess technically. Attention, white people, please don't please don't ask if you can come to the cookout. Juneteenth is Freedom Day for black folks. It should be Reparation Day for white folks. No, fuck you. No, I am not paying reparations. My family did not own slaves. The vast majority of people in this country, their ancestors did not own slaves. The number I've heard for the percentage of American families or Americans that owned slaves was like 6-8%, something like that. So in other words, the overwhelming majority of white people in this country did not own slaves. But even those that did, even if your ancestors did come from slave owners and stuff, you still do not owe reparations. Why the hell are you on the hook for something that you had nothing to do with? I think that's bullshit. But anyway, whatever. Plus, beside the fact it's like, are we gonna, the whole reparations thing is just stupid because it's like it'll never happen because what are you gonna do? You can DNA test every single person in the country to see if they're eligible. Because I guarantee you there'd be some white folks who'd be eligible for reparations. Because for instance, if you had a black slave and a white slave owner, 100+ years ago, or it'd be 160 years ago or whatever, let's say, and they have a baby, and that baby decides to get with a white person, and then that baby gets with a white person, they have a kid, that kid gets with a white person, on and on. You're going to be white, basically. You're going to, and of course, it can go the other way around, too, of course. If you could darken the skin up, if you continually, get with darker skinned people or whatever. There's just, the point is, you'd have to do a DNA test on every single person. It's like, what the fuck? And then what happens, and how do you determine, okay, well, you have 3 ancestors who were slaves. You only have 1, so you get 3 times as much. How do you determine who gets the money? How do you determine who pays the money? Because you can't ask people who never owned slaves to pay for people who never were slaves, or pay money to people who never were slaves. It's just ridiculous. The fact that this is a Cal State professor tweeted that. It's like, what the fuck? It's just stupid. I got another story here that's from Biden in the comics. Like, apparently Tom Hanks, he denounces straight actors playing gay roles. We're beyond that now. Oops, my mistake. He, which of course, he's made a long, illustrious career playing roles. You're an actor. You won an actor or best actor not or award for Philadelphia. He's like, could a straight man do what I did in Philadelphia now? No, and rightly so. He said in some fucking interview. The whole point of Philadelphia was don't be afraid, but all this kind of shit. And it's like, dude, that's called fucking acting, man. It's like it's ridiculous. Here's Eddie Redmayne recently disowned his Oscar-nominated performance in The Danish Girl, in which he played a male-to-female transgender person. No, I wouldn't take it on now. I made that film with the best intentions, but I think it was a mistake. And then here's a quote from openly gay actor Ian McKellen, who slammed the idea that only gay actors play gay roles. In an interview with the BBC, he said, is the argument that a straight man cannot play a gay part, and if so, does that mean I can't play straight parts? I'm not allowed to explore the fascinating subject of heterosexuality in Macbeth? Surely not. We're acting. We're pretending. There are 2 things. Is the argument that a Gentile cannot play a Jew, or is the argument, therefore, that a Jew cannot play a Gentile? Now, are we capable of understanding what it is to be Jewish? Are we going to convince a Jewish audience that we're Jewish? Perhaps we don't need to do because we're just acting. Like, exactly. What the fuck? It's acting. I don't understand this kind of mentality. Well, hey, don't play another role. Don't pretend. Okay, so that there goes almost all the acting roles out there. Because Tom Hanks played an astronaut in Apollo 13. He's not an astronaut. He played a mentally handicapped man in Forrest Gump. He's not mentally handicapped. Although he acts like it and sounds like it sometimes. But anyway, point is, it's just stupid. It's like, what the fuck? I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. I've already gone about 5 minutes. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.